Tony's mod time, it's mod time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod time!
Welcome to Mod Time with Tony. It is Wednesday, the 26th of October. We got a lot to go over today. Let's get right to it. Big update today, 1.81. Now, this one did not come without some issues. Let's get to the bug fixes and changes first. Performance improvements, improved AI drive-through behavior, which in my limited experience this morning did actually improve that. There's crash fixes. Fix large save games on Xbox. I know Xbox has trouble with some of the updates, so hopefully that works. Fanatec wheel support, fade out of 3D sounds, crane joysticks in cabin, whatever. Heavy vehicles via tension belts, great. Train slightly moving with automatic motor start turned off. Farm.xml file size on public deddies, awesome. Issues with AI driving to water, great. Unloading arm control on sugar beet harvesters, that was tricky. And then you get a bunch of these different specific vehicles that get little fix. That's fine. We're not going to go over too many of them. They'll only apply if you have them. Improved in-game help text. We're going to go over this because this I think is pretty cool, especially for new players. We got new additions, added XESS, apparently that's Intel, and a bunch of wood stuff. This is for setting up for the premium or the platinum edition. Define variable lengths for wood harvester cutting and option toggle between them in both directions. Toggle between automatic and manual cutting for wood harvesters. Max tree cut diameters now shown. Header tilt feature, which is a big part of platinum, is now on there. Farmland ID to map overview. Tree sapling type on pallets is now shown in the info box. And a placeable position and rotation snapping in construction mode, which is already in there. There is snapping now on there. Some modding changes probably don't apply to most people. We got new fertilizer and herbicide from Helm, which is a German company. And they say, with all major updates to Farm Sim, you may experience stuttering. That is the shaders being recompiled. Again, that goes away 4 to 5 minutes. It's fine. Now, there was some big issues this morning. I could not load into the game. As you'll see when we get to the mods, enhanced fill type was one of the culprits. It has already been updated, which is pretty fast. Good on those guys for updating that so fast. The issue I had this morning was compost add-on. I've also heard lumberjack. Super strength is not working. Super strength with power tools does still work. So if you're on PC and you have power tools, you can still use super strength. But a lot of super strength, a lot of mods are not working very good. Now, we did have an update to pumps and hoses as well. I don't know what's been updated. I can't find a changelog for it. It updates automatically for me. I don't see anything where they're saying what's been fixed. So if anybody finds out what pumps and hoses updated, put it down in the comments. Please let me know. But these are your things. I want to show the game help text. It is fixed. It's much better. There's a lot of different things in here. Again, what kind of farmer do you want to be? Forestry, animal husbandry. How to start. I mean, a bunch of new stuff. I think they incorporated a lot of the academy into this. This is just more straightforward and simple from what I can tell. Easier, explained easier, if I can explain myself easier. Just a simpler way, straightforward. Again, this is the build mode, seasonal farming, crop calendars, and weather for it. Everything is just kind of separated and simply explained. It's your AI worker, different things deliver, go to. This icon overview is huge. I know for most of us that have put thousands of hours in this game, it's not a big deal. But for new players, I know when I started 19, especially with Global Company was already in full force, and I tried to Google it, all I got was Global Company icons, and they weren't the same as mine. So I was on console. This is huge, so new players can just go and look at what these are. Now, as far as we can tell, there's not... if you're on a multi-fruit map, these will not populate the different icons from your map. Just base game stuff. Because products, I have some products that are not showing up. So this is just base game stuff, but it's amazing that there were finally these icons on there just to tell you what everything is. You should not be confused anymore about what means what. Again, all this is kind of simplified from the Academy, distilled down. Great information. I think this is a huge deal for them. It crops over you. A lot of this, like I said, is like this. These are drawn straight from the academy. Here's your different grain crops, your catch crops, chaff silage. All this stuff is immensely useful. Tells you how to do all this stuff. Again, all you need is a paragraph. It's not super complicated. You just need to know what you need to know and then when to do it. Again, your animals, forestry. Again, this is improved. Everything in this is improved. It is, there's a link to the academy. Now, pumps and hoses, because it's a mod, gives you a help window for that. Production revamp, which I have on this map, puts this on here. And VCA, which I have, has these added as well. If you don't have VCA, it's not going to show up in there. But again, this is a huge update. I think it's great. I know people have been asking for this to make it simpler for the newer players, and good on Giants for implementing this. And I think it's amazing. So let's get to new mods, updates and new mods. Here we go. Pumps and hoses again, updated. I don't know to what. I would really like to know what they fixed. But I went to Creative Mesh's website. I couldn't find anything from Giants, so hopefully they'll put something out. REA 22 implements got updated. Harvesters for sugar beets and potatoes no longer get too much power applied, and the width of the implement was changed. It's fixed to not cause errors. Polish fertilizers. I swear this was updated the other day. I don't know why it's back on here, but they added Polofosca 6. Who knows? Build your farm style. This was a great mod. They added, oh, well, let's start from the top. Shader fixed. Silos no longer flicker when using TAA, which is good. Second discharge tube with lower discharge speed, so it doesn't come out super fast. A new silo and deco silo grid. Snow mask only covers concrete in winter. Adjusted price and capacity change. These was a great mod to build your own silo, underground storage. I suggest going to get this one. And then enhanced fill types came out after the patch. It's fixed for patch 1.8. There's going to be a bunch of mods coming out in the next couple days, if not later tonight, that fix conflicts. Like I said, mostly scripts. If you guys find any mods that are conflicting with the new patch, put them down in the comments. That way I can go and tell as many people as I know what is conflicting, because I had a good time trying to get into the game this morning. If it wasn't for my chat, I probably still wouldn't be playing, but so thanks to them. New mods today. Slurry Pit by Missy B. It's $5,000, which is super cheap. 500,000 liters and 1 million. It's supposed to go for next year field for shorter trips. Digestate and liquid manure. This probably is going to work really well with pumps and hoses to fill that the large tankers. You won't have to drive too far back to fill up slurry and digestate for the pumps and hoses. I think this will complement each other very well. Missy B always makes great stuff. Check it out. Of course, it's almost Halloween, so we got a Halloween pack. 5 pumpkins, a coffin, and an illuminated ghost statue. And it generates money as well. Pumpkins 500, coffin and ghost are 1,000. You know, you don't get that much per hour. $11 on easy, $2 on hard, so it's not overpowered. It's a little bit of fun for the holidays. Feed mixing tools. Now this is PC only. This only works with Maize Plus. Gives you just a different way to fill your mixing wagons for the Maize Plus. The molasses and water come out the top in a sprayer. It's a really cool looking animation. The tanks are cool. This whole mod looks amazing. The shelf is high, so it allows you to store pallets and IBCs in a dry place. Put some higher ground to make the goods easier in the mixer wagon, so it's not off the ground. It's a really cool mod. I think this is innovative, and it fills a need. It does something to add to another mod. I like this. We got a manure fork. A couple of them, 1.2, 1.5 meter, and 1.8. 500, 650, and 800 liters, and 850, 1,000, and $1,500. It's a manure and straw fork for front loaders. Not much else to say. Another PC mod, the Rosensteiner Samurai 200. It's a transport box. High volume, heavy payload. I don't know about high volume, but best ratio of empty weights to payload. So it's 3.5 ton payload until about 120 horsepower. $1,690. Holds 3,500 liters. So that does, for that small a box, that is a decent amount of storage, I guess. 3,500 liters is pretty good for that size. But it is PC only. It's kind of neat if you just need some, feed your animals. And then lastly, we got a map for all platforms. Landscape Midland. 101 fields, 17 points of sale, 14 purchase points for Fert, Lime, and Seed, which is a lot. 5 production sites, collectibles, and standard growth plan. Now, got some feedback on this map already. There's nothing really custom going on from what we can tell. If you notice something different, let me know. It's just kind of a standard base game map. Nice layout, different size fields, small, bigger. Kind of just an interesting map. Again, simple does not mean bad. Simple, done well, is one of my favorite things. But there's your mods for today. Again, the big update is 1.81. If you have any issues, hit those comments below. We'll try to help you. I try to answer all of them. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It does make a difference. But for today, that is
Tony's Mod Time. It's Mod Time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod Time.